ended completely.
It ended completely. We just
Yeah,
reconnected. And we're
There
back.
we go.
Yeah, stream's been intermittently crashing out. Welcome in, Dave. Thanks for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. The Hunters of Hope are deciding what they're going to do. But as Roran pulls out a bag that you can see is like
Roran?
not Roran, Brennan.
I was gonna say
Too many
like,
too many R vowel too many R vowel ending in N names.
I was like, dang.
As
Timeline shift.
as Brennan pulls out a bag, and when he opens it, you can see that there's a lot of cushioning on the inside, but it's filled with vials of silvery liquid. Elliot, you're packing, so you don't see these, but you would know what they are.
Oh, I'm packing, so I don't see that.
Who is it? Is that being shown? Wait.
It's being shown to Newson.
Okay. What?
It's every dose me and Bathos could scoop up of Moonblight.
Just in case anybody goes crazy?
No, it's what he's been using to not get infected while he's fighting the Foundries.
You can use Moonblight to not get infected?
It fully suppresses his wolf, and he doesn't use magic besides that.
Oh, fuck. So that wouldn't really help Elliot.
I mean, if he didn't use any magic, it would have the same effect.
He's really against that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess he's not against dying, then.
No. I mean, I don't know. Debatable? He kind of seems like he doesn't like any of it, but, you know, he's just indignant most of the time, so. That might have been too much big of a word.
For me?
No, for me.
For me.
Good job on having her read.
I think it's more of a mimicry thing, you know?
You learned another
you
word.
used it correctly, so...
Oh, let's go.
Oh,
You got one of those
I
word
think
of
it's
the
all
day
the
calendars.
fan fiction that she keeps reading.
If you go to Zraya, find us outside the circle.
Okay, will do.
I unfortunately have to leave in the first wave.
Yeah, we get it. We get it.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We'll get out.
None of us know
Elliot's just packing the kitchen.
None of us know what'll happen if the Arcana phage infects me and I have the mask on. It could be bad.
Yeah.
As he
Definitely.
goes to leave and he stops and he looks back and he just says, "Good luck."
Cute.
Same to you.
As he gives Karak one last glance as he walks away. Well, more like light jogs away.
Yeah.
Outside, nobody is walking. Everybody who's moving is moving with a purpose. Including
Alright.
fully
he's okay.
armored minotaurs.
Oh boy. All right, everybody, get your shit. We're leaving.
I think Karak's just gonna get his singular pack because he has not had enough time to start. He's just been living his whole life in his pack for the past week or so at this point.
yeah, I feel like at this stage in our careers, Lyra has packed so fast so many times that she kind of has it down.
Yeah.
And especially when there's not time to fuss about how many socks to take and things. She's pretty good, you know?
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's left
Newson
so many socks
canonically carries
behind
3 pairs
that
of
it doesn't
socks in her
matter.
bag for Lyra at all times now.
Elliot just shoves shit in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think Elliot's unpacked since he left Apud. Quite frankly.
Okay, we had decision time now. Apud or Zraya?
I vote Zraya.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Soraya too.
Okay. What about you, Lulin?
I can go either.
That's not a vote.
I abstain.
That's all right.
That
What
is a
about you,
vote.
Karaka?
I also abstain. I don't know enough about this world to make a decision.
Okay, well then I guess we're going to Zarea.
Okay.
Is Brennan going to be okay?
He's capable.
It's just,
He's
They-
basically given everything up already.
I mean,
For us.
I just worry because they mentioned that they needed to be in the first wave. Are they more prone to getting sick, or?
Well,
They're
he, like me, is inherently magical.
Oh,
sort of.
Well, the mask is.
Yeah.
oh.
How close is Apu to Zarea?
I mean, it's
I'm-
probably a few days on horseback.
Yeah. It's just
I
going
don't
through
know
the
that any elf
mountains.
ever walks it anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
Your biggest part is going to be what season is it, PT?
Fall.
All right.
The biggest part is if you give it another couple months, it's going to be snowed in up there. Won't be able to pass the mountains at
If-
all.
That's the case, then I think we should go to Apud, then travel by foot to Zarea.
Yeah, it's not
So
going to
we
be
just
snowed
grab,
in.
So we just grab the couple of things we need, and then focus big time.
That's a non-starter. We're not going to be able to get into the quarantine zone around Zarea from the outside. I think we teleport in or nothing. Like, you might scoff at the idea of minotaurs killing those who are infected, but quite frankly, I don't know if the elves would stop at those who are infected.
I personally don't like that idea either.
Has Lyra been to Zrea before?
I'm a little bit confused because isn't Zarea the whole continent? Like,
No,
that Apud is in?
Sylvanaria is the
Or I mean,
Sylvanaria.
the whole area. Like it's the whole.
No, Zarea is
Zarea's
the
a city.
Zarea is the elven capital in the
okay.
desert.
Okay, that makes more sense.
And-
The whole time I
and
feel like
Elliot
isn't
would
that
have
the whole country?
Teleportation would have signs for you. So
Yeah, this
In
map
fact,
doesn't have
if you wanted, we go right to the palace.
basically Zoit is around the
Like the
world tree
tree.
here, and then Zarea is about like I can't
Yeah,
Wait,
But it's
what's
kind
the
of like
country
can't
name
move
then?
that
Like
well.
the elf country.
They don't have a country. They only have one city.
I'm pretty sure it was Zarea, but that's okay. That's okay.
Well,
Both
hold on.
a city
That
and a
has been known to happen.
yes, yeah, no, it has been known to happen.
Zarea's the city
Um,
state.
Well,
Yeah, I think they're all sort of city-states, and they loosely cooperate.
okay,
I
interesting.
If
I mainly ask because if the issue with going to Zrea first is the only way there is by teleportation, if you've been there before, you might be able to take care of that for us after anything that we do in Apud.
I don't think Lyra.
problem
has been to
is-
Zarea, would that be correct?
Well,
Mhm.
I could give you a teleportation sigil, an address, a circle address
Mhm.
in Zarea. But I don't know that we want to risk teleporting from Apud or anywhere around Apud.
True.
Because
Got
that's
it. So
strong
it's
magic that
probably-
you're going to get infected with.
it's probably better to teleport into Zarea and from Zarea into Apud than vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I-
That's my humble opinion.
That's fair.
Honestly,
So-
that's enough for me to actually cast a vote. Zrea.
my only thought is that even though we're pressed for time with both things, it's either do we help citizens first into collecting a cure, or do we push more time to we have roughly 6 weeks until this war starts.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not the way we originally thought, though, considering that the whole city's being evacuated.
Mm-hmm. You don't think now that things are evacuating that your vision has changed at all, do you?
I
I
won't
mean,
know
if Brennan's
until I
not here,
get another
then-
one, really.
True, true. We don't want you forcing those, not after, you know.
Well, even then, I was
Not
only looking.
after what happened last time you forced a vision.
The shadow stuff, the pain beyond pain.
Oh yeah.
Well, I didn't force that one. I went back and revisited one that just happened to have Roran in it. I didn't know that until I spent time in it, but
Mm-hmm. Questions for another time. Back to the problem at hand. Apud Zareya.
yeah. So Zareya, let's just go to Zareya. I think, if the teleportation's safe, it's where everybody else is going. It'll give me an opportunity to talk to my parents, because presumably they're going there too, and show them the weapon plans that we found.
And if
Who
we can
knows?
if we can figure out a cure from your friend who's in there,
And you
probably
could
save
maybe
a
give
whole
us
lot more
like
people.
specific instructions too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ones that's not limited by message sending.
All right. Off to Zarea then.
Off we go.
And I think Elliot probably knows a couple teleport circle in Zarea. But I think most of them would be like the restricted palace-y type places. So
Yeah, I mean, you could presumably follow Brennan to wherever they're evacuating people to.
Mm-hmm.
that's
Probably doing like a massive circle.
But we could
kind of
also
thing.
flex on them a little bit and show up in the palace and meet them later. Like, oh, sorry, we went to the fancier teleportation circle.
It's true. I don't know if people would welcome that at this moment with the virus, but we could flex on him.
It just going into someone's hold without like pre-notice, like that seems presumptuous. That's how you
I mean,
get
his brother
smited.
kind of owes us, so.
It's true.
all right. In that case, he'll message his brother and ask what the best place for him to meet up in Zarea would be. Teleporting in.
You get a message back that says, "Do you remember the hub from when we were a kid? Circles 4, 8, and 7 are open."
Does Elliot remember one of those?
There is
circles?
a hub in the center of Zarea that is just like stacked platforms of teleportation sigils to take you through different places in the city.
Oh, nice.
Now you can roll me
Like
history
a
to see how
subway,
well
but
you
better.
remember those,
Okay.
because you weren't exactly taken out in public often.
True. But can I roll at advantage as he is an arcanic-centric boy?
Sure.
Arcane.
You're pretty sure you can remember one.
I'm pretty sure I got one.
All right, well, just tell me what it is.
I'll just draw out the sigils right here on my hand.
Okay, perfect. Is this looking right to me? Nothing weird about it.
Definitely looks like a teleportation circle.
All right, let's go. It'd be really funny to end up somewhere else, I will say.
We end up in Mog's
Alright.
tower again.
Yeah.
Now, where is the special roll? There was a D100 roll for teleportation circle, isn't there?
I don't.
Only
I
if
think,
that's for teleport, not teleport.
Right.
and I think if you have a circle, you just do it. I think.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
So you draw this teleportation circle as it kind of snaps walls of force and magic through the weave around you as you all kind of begin to shimmer and fade. And you appear on a large, what seems to be marble platform. And Lyra, above you is probably the tallest tower you've ever seen. with these
Oh.
platforms every 90 degrees around it sticking out, as there's a large ramp down the interior of the tower that people seem to be walking up and down. As in the center, where where you'd think there would just be a column, there are large magical devices keeping it in place, and around them are set up shops that people are like shopping at as they go through this tower.
Wow. This place reminds me of Stiffville a little bit.
Elliot, in Elvish on the wall, you see one that says Platform 32.
Like,
Yeah, got to the right place.
place is lovely.
Is that in question?
Yes, it was a question.
Oh.
Now it's a statement.
No. Oh. I thought you said you know the circle. I could have taken us anywhere. I could have really messed this up.
I know most of the circle.
You all feel like the whipping of the wind because you're really high up, and if any of you do want to, you could turn around and get a look beyond the city.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you'll like what you see, but roll perception.
Okay. I feel like it is very natural in that situation to just look around you.
Yeah, everyone can roll perception.
Oh, good. My first good roll of the day.
I'm too focused on the skyline. It's like, this is the
You're like,
perfect
this would be
place to see the sunrise every time.
So, Karak, you're just looking at the skyline. You're like, God, this is beautiful. In the distance, you can see the world tree.
Mm-hmm.
It's phenomenal, even though it's miles away. And on the other side, there's this beautiful cove with this like tranquil turquoise water. Lyra, you're in about the same boat. You can make out, like, every once in a while it seems like there's a flash coming from the walls. Lulin and Elliot, you can see that there are indeed flashes coming from the wall, and in the distance there's kind of dark ground that to Elliot and Lyra just kind of looked like black sand, is actually like a moving tide of Warforged, with their eyes and their mouths glowing brightly red as they're like pushing up against the city walls. Newson, you see that as well, almost like you're on the walls with the elves who are firing flaming arrows down and trying to do whatever they can to bring these Warforged down, as most of their defense, without using magic, as most of their weapons are just bouncing off or breaking entirely. Welcome to a city under siege.
So that.
See, I told you we weren't going to walk in. Now we should get down from here. These platforms have, well, they've stood 90% of the time.
And are there stairs anywhere around?
Yeah, over here. Of course there's stairs.
Well, the platform's like built into the side of this tower. Like,
Yeah.
there's an opening, and there's a ramp in the tower.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I mean, it's a magical city. They could just assume everybody knows how to feather fall and can jump off these fucking platforms.
I mean, to be fair, you could probably jump off of it and nothing happened.
That's true.
From 32... How high up are we? I'm pretty sturdy, but
roughly 300 or 400 feet.
I guess it depends. Is fall damage considered bludgeoning?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh well, okay, yeah. If
I don't
got
know how
angry
much.
while
I don't
fell,
know how much that'll help the poor elf on the ground that you land on, but
I mean,
Everyone better. I just yell, "Get out of the way!" as I'm falling.
you know, I might be able to do that too.
You
if
would
I just
all
turn into
see-
stone at the last second.
as you're standing on this tower, that there are flashes, like that. All the teleportation sigils above and below you are occasionally flashing as they're being used.
All right, well, let's go. Or I
Lead the
guess,
way.
lead the way. The only person that's been here.
Yeah, this way. We're a little higher than I expected to be.
I mean, it's a lovely view.
So it's going to be a bit of a walk down. Sorry. These ones
Okay.
are usually just used for cargo.
That
It's
does
okay.
tempt me to jump more.
Don't jump. You're literally in a city center.
It's okay, Elliot. I mean,
And I'm pretty sure Minotaurs
nice-
falling from the skies is like list number 8 of emergency response protocols. So
I'll
believe
walk
me,
down.
you guys are in for a world of bureaucracy
Ugh.
that you won't
Ugh.
even. Ugh.
Worse than the banks in a
Just make sure you're just. Well, a pood you had stamps. Here you have to actually sign. Anyways, let's go.
Bureaucracy.
See, a pood was sort of a middle ground into the normal world. Here you are expected to be fully
I'm sorry, I feel like
acquainted with elven bureaucracy.
I think
This way.
your world is the absurd world,
As-
not the normal world.
As you kind of turn to walk inside, you see that most of the people inside have stopped and are looking out at the 5 of you.
We're good. We're clean.
doing.
Newson has her arms crossed, just
How's your day
tromping
been?
down the stairs. I feel like these, they're probably like marble stone stairs, so we're making an extra racket because both Lulin and I
Because
have
they're
hooves.
clopping.
Yep, like a horse walking down the stairs.
Are you guys just standing here and looking back? Because these people haven't made like a single move.
I
I
think
mean,
we're just.
I said hello. How are you
Are they
doing?
blocking the whole
Yeah,
stairway?
They're not.
Heading
It's more like
towards
they're
the
frozen in
stairs.
shock than anything else.
Newson is too incensed about the fact that she cannot jump off this platform to even bother making eye contact.
You're busy. Got it. We'll go ahead and go. You enjoy your day. And Karok's just gonna like sort of nudge Elliot and be like, "Lead the way."
Oh, Elliot's already going towards the stairs.
He was raised as an aristocrat. I almost said aristocrat. Aristocrat. He knows not to make
Fucking
eye
wouldn't.
contact with the Common folk.
As you head down the staircase, people begin like backing up away from, essentially out of your path by a very wide margin.
You're so polite.
No, they're not.
Giving us the space
They're
to walk.
afraid.
Can I
You know,
roll an
they-
inside check to see if Karok thinks if they're afraid or not?
Absolutely, you can.
Most of elven culture, fear and politeness are pretty closely linked, Newsom.
No,
so-
they're very obviously just polite.
They're just polite. Look at that. They're making a path. It's so nice.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, you'll
Here
think
we
it's
are.
nice whenever.
Yeah, Newsom like pats Karak on the shoulder and then just turns and makes eye contact with one of the people that's like backing up. Not like she doesn't like move towards them, just like turns her head and looks.
When
with
you
that, like,
make
resting
eye
bitch
contact
face.
with them, they trip over their feet and go down as they're trying to back away while keeping their eyes on you.
Not politeness.
I don't think so. I think they're being polite.
As you begin heading down level after level, the people get, like, the crowds get thicker, but they are still doing the same thing, doing their best to stay far away from you. As you all head down until eventually you get to platform 8. And when you get to platform 8, you see at the bottom of the platform, there are barricades erected with guards behind them.
So is that the platform we were supposed to arrive on?
No, like on the,
Yes.
not in front of the platform, like on the ramp.
To stop people from going up because someone royal is standing there.
They're facing up.
As in, they're preventing people from the upper platforms from getting
Coming down.
Oh, I see.
As you
Um,
approach, you see that there are several, no named characters, but several familiar faces on the platform. There is one. Brennan is there. But you see that all of the people on the platform, none of them are talking, and all of them have their hands bound.
Including Brennan?
Including Brennan.
What's going on here?
It's just immigration, Lyra. It's okay.
This doesn't look
Y'all
great.
frequently tie up immigrants?
As you all approach this
Less
barricade,
polite.
He's like, yes.
and
Yeah.
one of the guards behind the barricade kind of rises up over the top with a crossbow and tells you all to halt.
Halting.
This platform is currently a quarantine zone. You'll have to come back later.
Can we get further down?
Head back to your nearest teleportation sigil and teleport to 1.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if we should do that. Aren't you like, isn't your brother like the guy here? Can't we pull rank or something?
Yeah.
Pulling rank is not really something you do in bureaucracy. We'll get there. Don't worry. As like Elliot sort of like nudges people to back up the ramp.
Lyra, you see your mom come through the door as they begin wrapping these kind of cloth bindings around her hands.
Hey, Mom, is everything okay? What's happening?
Do not address anyone behind. What did you just say?
Is he
She
asked
said,
me that?
"Ma'am, are you okay?
Yeah, I said, ma'am.
What are you
I'm
hard of
okay."
hearing?"
Roll persuasion. No, roll deception.
Could I roll?
Wait, I
could
got
I
this.
offer the help
Are
action
you
for
helping
this?
me?
Being like they said, ma'am. I mean, we're trying to be polite like everyone else here.
Can I?
No, I'm
Are
not.
they
I'm
helping
having
me?
Elliot
No.
roll it because he's the one who
Oh,
said
Yeah,
she
he's
said
the one
that.
that said it.
That's so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Ma'am, please refrain from talking to anybody within the quarantine zone. We can't afford to have them speaking.
They're just gonna make icon. Oh wait, no, she should not do that. Actually.
So, like Elliot is like trying to push the party back up the ramp. Look, we can talk about it, just not in front of the guards.
Okay.
Sort of
I
like
mean, whatever
through
you-
his teeth.
Whatever you say, my friend. And Karak's
Here's
just
a,
gonna
like, begrudgingly turns around and trudges back up.
follow Elliot's lead. Walking back up, saying hi to all the people who were trying to get out of the way, being like, hello again.
Yeah, no, the people, it seems like as you pass them, they either went for their nearest teleportation sigil or left because you are walking back up a near empty ramp.
Oh man, they must have found their place. Okay. Oh, they probably were coming up earlier because they were told the same thing. This would probably be fixed if
Yeah,
there was
that
like
makes
one
sense.
up ramp and one down ramp. That way, it's just a circle.
Once we're sort of away from prying eyes, I think Elliot will stop the group and it's like, let me be clear, we're not going to abandon them. We're gonna figure this out, but let me tell you
Isn't
from
your brother like
experience.
running the place? What is this?
Well, I don't know yet. I haven't exactly had a chance to talk to him face to face, have I?
I still
guess.
can't believe that everybody here thinks we're the barbarians and they're the ones tying up refugees.
We don't tie up refugees unless there's a pandemic, but as it turns out, that rule was pretty well written a long time ago. Look, I'm sorry to say it, but look, I don't like the rules. I really don't. There's a reason that I don't really hang out in these cities very much. But they were written a long time ago, and they were written very specifically, and
So I think
Them's the
I need to
rules.
clarify something. When I'm saying
Okay.
that their hands are bound, their hands are not tied together. Their hands are tied so that they can't move their fingers.
So that way they can't cast spells.
Bingo. Still tying
why
up
they can't have you
refugees,
talk
but
either.
Yeah.
Probably in a
For
not
chat,
a-
they're not in
refugees
like
from Boston.
chains. They're being like suppressed from casting magic.
Mhm.
Except for Nuznu has subtle spell.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta love
Ain't nothing
Newton
stopping
will
me from
suddenly
casting.
infect
We love
the
we
entire
love our
city.
Sorbarians.
We love our so
Good
exactly.
old barberers.
Barbarers.
I can subtle and quicken it, so they won't know I'm casting it, and I can do it faster than they'd expect.
Before they can even catch on.
Are you casting a spell? No, I'm done.
No, I'm done.
So-
no, I already did that.
I
Just,
did that like 2 days. I did that like 2 seconds ago, man.
just
Keep
to
up.
bring this up because I just realized it. Nuzin is still holding the entire supply of what she was supposed to give to Alron to keep him from getting infected.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a plan to go to.
And I don't
Yeah,
think
I mean, the
Like-
plan was to teleport in here and then go to Apud. So
Yeah.
it's not like, what am I gonna do? Give it back? Be like, oh, we came here instead. Like, excuse me, can I just pass this bag over the barrier really quick to one of those guys?
Eh,
We just came
That
from the
guy
same
needs this.
city.
I more said it out loud so that I remembered it.
Yeah.
Alright. But you guys are up this ramp on this near empty platform. The closest person to you is like 70 or 80 feet away behind their stall. As you look over and they just like pull a curtain down in front of it.
Oh, it must
Just
be closing
rolls
time.
her eyes.
What time was it when we were looking at the horizon?
It's early morning.
Oh, they're probably not
Um,
ready to open yet. Okay, got it.
No,
yeah, definitely
they
not ready to
hate
open.
us, Karaka.
I mean, hate's a strong word.
They recently stopped eating us. You got that part, right?
Oh, it was recent.
Sure
I
is.
thought that was like a long time ago. I'm
Well,
sorry.
They passed the law last September.
First off, I don't think y'all were here this September. I don't think
Well, yeah,
y'all
it
were
took a
even
minute
in
to get through the
We're
legal
last
system.
September.
What
Okay.
part of bureaucracy don't you understand?
I just had to make. Well, that. I'll be real. My bad.
I'm not gonna lie, it's not like it was an uncontested issue. There were a few people against the motion.
They wanted to keep eating us. Now they all feel awkward about it because we're like people walking around here.
Yeah, I still have to wonder about that with the whole Warforged thing. Like,
Anyways, let's go in here. And it's like Elliot looks around for like platform 11.
You managed to find platform 11 very quickly.
Right around the corner.
Mhm.
As one more message for today, which, by the way, if anyone's been counting, we're up to 6.
Mm.
Well, that's a BCH record.
Yep.
I know, right?
Six
and he's
messages
messaging his
in
brother.
less
It's
than
like,
24 hours.
any way we could get a pickup from platform 11? I wasn't able to remember the lower platform signs. Sorry.
The very first thing you hear in response is a sigh. I know exactly who to send to come get you, Elliot.
It's like the party sees Elliot's face sort of brighten. And Elliot sort of like sits down next to the platform, just eagerly awaiting.
Kicking his little feet.
Some time passes, but from outside the platform, all of you hear the sound of, like, flapping wings very quickly. As a relatively rotund elf with a large handlebar mustache and glasses lands not very gracefully on the platform before looking over at you all. Well, it's so splendid to see you all.
Hello.
Come. I have the teleportation circle for my personal villa. We will go there, have tea. Everything will be good.
Wait, first, I think my mom is arrested downstairs.
Yes, nothing I can do.
Not-
Nothing I can do about that.
Don't
Oh.
you run this place?
This
No.
My
This is
nephew
his
runs this
brother.
place.
I know, but like, I don't know, you're an uncle.
And what standing do you think that holds here in Zraya? Everybody
I
has
don't know.
uncles.
Who runs the place?
My nephew, obviously.
Okay, I guess I have a bone to pick with him. Where's he?
Me too. I agree.
Yes, well, our options are go to the villa, or you can go through the same process until they get you in a safe room to cast a spell scroll.
Ugh.
Okay, well, is
They'll
she
be re-
all
they'll be
right?
re-
Like, is she gonna be
Oh,
okay?
they'll be released within an hour.
yeah.
So
Okay.
that's just for transport. You know, early on in this
Okay.
infection, we did have quite a few people trying to use the platforms to enter the city.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Anyways, there are people at my villa that I think are looking to meet you. Two very charming young chaps.
Do they have names?
Fry and Hamster, maybe?
What?
Cool.
Fry and
Let's go say hi.
Hamster. I'm so excited to meet them.
Such interesting names.
Ephraim and Sumter?
There it is. Thank you, Newson.
Fry and Hamster? Aren't you supposed
I
to
can
be
see how you got
smart?
there.
Give him a break. He was like comatose the last we saw him.
Yes, the short-term
Man
memory
was
is
in an
not what it used to be.
explosion. Like, come on.
All right, okay.
He was
Brian
literally
Hamster.
bombed, Newson.
Oh my god. So were a lot of people.
So
I like died yesterday, okay? It's
Well, I died like 3 days ago. So
exactly. So I feel like you should have higher
it's been
standards.
forever. I mean, that's just like the last time.
Yeah, exactly.
It seems that we have quite a bit to discuss over tea.
Oh, for sure.
All right. Well,
I think I still have some hot tea in here. As he like opens his bag.
I wouldn't.
Like,
Isn't it gonna hurt
bag of
you to
holding.
like grab that with your bare hand?
it has a handle, Newson.
How do you know it's gonna
You
make
like
it to your
go
hand
for it?
handle first?
Because I think of the handle, not the pot.
I guess that's fair.
That's actually pretty clever. That's clever, yeah.
That is very clever.
I just think of teapot and see where the wind takes
Yeah.
me.
Imagine the
No,
teapot
I'm just
in your
waiting for
mind.
the day
Now
that
rotate
I
it.
get the prank that Uncle, remind me, was it you that you played it on my father, or was it the other way around where they just filled the bag with teapot handles?
he just smiled.
I think we know which way it was.
Mhm.
Not
Anyway.
only did I prank his father by putting only teapot handles in the bag, I made sure there was a small inscription of heat metal on every single one.
Damn.
That's what it was. Let's go.
Yes, and that's the last time I confided in you, my dear boy.
He's dead. What's he gonna learn?
I did have the whole talk about dragon souls with him, did I not?
I wasn't here for that, so I don't know.
Yes,
Well-
speaking of, wonderful to meet
So,
you.
like,
Meet you too, Karak.
okay. So
Is about to extend his hand, but instead it puts out his arms for a hug. Because he assumes that's what you're supposed to do. Thank you,
He
Brennan.
he just looks at you and bows.
Why, thank you. And Karak gives a bow to them as well, trying to go deeper to show more respect.
Yes, excellent. Professor Winzolan at your service.
Wonderful to meet you. My name's Karak.
Ah,
Krakarim.
a palindrome. Interesting.
What's about?
As he like,
Means your name is the same forward and
Oh
back.
right, we did a whole
Remember, we
puzzle
had
on
that,
that,
like,
right?
Yeah, we did
Part of
that
the
whole
puzzle, yeah.
thing.
There
Yeah.
was a whole puzzle on that. That was a tough one.
now, if you'll give me one moment, I'll draw the circle. But you do have to tell me about that time you were dead 3 days ago. As he goes to begin drawing the circle, and that's where we're gonna wrap the session. Thank you.
Next time, we get to start with Elliot recounting a story that is unbelievable in nature.
Death by Moo Moo?
Mm.
All right. Everybody,
Death by
thank you for
Moo.
joining us. Chat, thank you for bearing with us through the technical difficulties. This is going to be a really fun episode to download.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody who rated Sky, Term, and Dave. Thank you to all of our players. We have Elliot Burning Oak, played by...
It's Isaac. And my favorite part of the episode is when Elliot knew his uncle was going to show up, so he was suddenly happy about everything again.
And then we have
only
Lyra
guy he
Dream
likes.
Shadow, played by...
Played by Rosie, when Rosie CS on the internet, who has recently started streaming again. And my
Yay!
favorite part, I know, exciting. And my favorite part of today was I just enjoyed listening to Newson explain our whole adventure from last time. That was great. That was
Fever
great.
Dream.
Mm.
And then we have Karakareem, played by...
My name is Terminian Link VT, and my favorite part was Karak rolling a 2 1 after calculations on Insight and assuming everyone was just being really polite to them. Because why wouldn't you be? Why wouldn't you be polite?
And then we have Newton Worldwalker, played by...
It's me, the Sky T. My favorite part was also explaining our insane day.
And last but not least, we have Lulan Boldspeaker, played by...
Me, Brambo. My favorite part of the episode was Karak believing that people are just being nice, and cannot wait to give him the history lesson next episode.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody, thank you for joining us. I'm PT, your disaster tour guide, and thank you for watching the disaster tour with us. We will be back with the Hunters of Hope next Monday. If you want to see when I go live for the rest of the week to do other truly disastrous, terrible things, go ahead and join the Discord. I just dropped that link in chat for everyone. Come see when we're live. See when we have new games opening up. Stuff that's coming up. Tomorrow we will be live again doing the worst Baldur's Gate run in history.
You're trying.
We're going to try and solo our way through the Night Song.
You can do it.
I
Believe in
can,
you.
but I don't want to.
We believe.
And then, starting in February, we will be picking Deep Break back up on Wednesdays.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
For now, though, our time has ended. Thank you for joining us on the tour. At our stop, please go check out Too Hard the Bard.
Yeah.
Show them some love.
Yes.
And we will see you when the tour picks up again tomorrow. Until then, don't do anything I wouldn't do. The bar is so low. Have a great night,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.
See ya.